is the new hair color. I know, I know. It looks the same color as it was before, but trust me, it is different. If you watch my old videos, you'll see I have gray streaks. I don't have gray streaks anymore, guys. No more gray streaks. And if I had there lighting in this room, which I do not, and it is dark in my house today because it is cloudy outside. Hello, one person watching. I bet it's Cyclone. So if I had there lighting, I could show you that when the light hits it, you can see the red undertones. So I finally got my hair dyed, guys. I was actually really concerned about it feeling dry afterwards because dyeing your hair can dry it out. My hair feels so soft and silky. It is amazing. Um, oh, Cyclone, you can always, if you don't want everyone else who watches these videos to know something, you can always message me on Facebook or through Instagram. That way we can talk privately if there's something you don't want everyone else who watches these videos to know. But if you want to tell us something and you're okay with everyone else who watches these videos to know it, that's cool too. You can let us know now. Be great to celebrate with you or be able to comfort you if something bad happened. Um, I didn't know if I was going to be live today, actually. I wanted to get live today, and then me and my husband got into a big fight over text message because he took my internet away again, and I was upset at him because I was like, you're treating me like a child. You're acting like you're the parent. And so Christmas Eve, I am actually not going to be staying here at this house. Christmas Eve, just to have a Christmas I really. Oh my gosh, really? Oh, that'd be so cool. I'm so jealous that you have a convertible. Oh, I'd love to see a Cyclone. I'm hoping I'm gonna be able to, but like I said, my husband took my internet away again, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to see it. Um, Sorry guys, I have a text message. Sorry guys, I have a party to go to on the 28th with my husband's family. So I don't know if I'll be able to watch it live, but I'll definitely watch the playback Cyclone. That'd be awesome. So yeah, guys. But I definitely wanted to show you guys my new hair color because I was really excited about that. But yeah, he's acting like the parent, and I'm just kind of over it right now. Christmas Eve, I'm actually not staying the night here. I'm actually going to spend the night at my dad's house. Christmas Eve. See, my husband, I don't know what happened. I don't even remember how this all came about. I think it was a guy at work that's now dead. Kind of, got him into, thinking, okay, well, yeah, Christ wasn't born in December. But he's like, yeah, then we shouldn't celebrate. Then he's like, they only made it in December so that the Romans wouldn't have to change their celebrations of their holiday, the holiday of Saturnalia. And if you want to know what Saturnalia is all about, you can look that up. I'm not going to get into that one here. But he's like, yeah, I'm just like, I'm telling you that, that's the only reason they have it in December, and so we really shouldn't celebrate Jesus Christ's birthday during the festival or celebration of the Romans. Yeah, so basically they put it in December so that the Romans and the rest of the people who were not Christians didn't. Basically, they made it December of Christmas so that the Romans and the people who weren't Christians didn't have to change their celebration, their holiday, their holiday things, their holiday celebrations, basically their celebration of Saturnalia and whatever other holidays they celebrated. That was just they made it in December so that the Romans and all the other people didn't have to change their celebrations of whatever holidays they celebrate in December. The most popular one was Saturnalia with the Romans. So we don't celebrate Hanukkah, but he's like, we're not going to do gifts. I'm like, why not? And he's like, they only started that tradition because the Jewish kids were wondering why they didn't get presents when the Christian children did because of Christmas. But so I am going to spend Christmas Eve at my dad's house and sleep over and spend part Christmas Day with my dad and probably my stepmom. Well, definitely my dad and my brother. My stepmom, I'm hoping that she's staying over Christmas Eve to spend part of Christmas Day with us. I know she has, I'm not her only. Me and my brother are not her only children. She does have a daughter, my stepsister, but and her husband, but I'm kind of hoping that she stays over, that she and my dad spend the night at my dad's house. I mean, it'd be fine if it was just me and my brother. Me and my brother are very close, but it'd be nice if it was me, my brother, and my dad and my stepmom. You know, I don't know if we're ever gonna get divorced, Cyclone. I don't think it's that bad yet. I mean, it has been that bad at certain points in our relationship where we've come pretty close to divorce. But I've actually have told him that if he ever wants to get divorced, there is a certain time period they have to wait if the other spouse will not sign the paperwork, and I am the spouse that would not sign the paperwork. So I think last I knew, oh, last I knew anything, the time period was 3 years he'd have to wait. So I've told him numerous times, if we get divorced, you're gonna have to wait the 3 years because I'm not gonna sign any paperwork. So he's going to wait those 3 years. Yeah, I'm hanging on, I'm trying, but I did tell him, I'm going to my dad's house on Christmas Eve and staying the night over there. Mainly the reason I'm staying overnight there, I'm hoping, like I said, I'm hoping my dad and stepmother are going to be spending the night at my dad's house. But if not, that's okay too. Hello, two people, Cyclone and whoever else is watching. I'm basically staying the night, basically, so I can just have that Christmas morning like I used to have when I was growing up. My dad would make, we'd open up our gifts, and my dad would make pancakes, and my dad makes really good pancakes. He also makes really good scrambled eggs with fried potatoes. That's always good too. My dad makes the best hamburgers in the world too on the grill. There's a lot of food my dad used to make that I miss. His burgers are one of those that I really miss. His scrambled eggs and fried potatoes are another thing I miss a lot. Um, not living at home anymore, I really wish I could just, have some scrambled eggs and fried potatoes that my dad would make sometimes. But yeah, so I'm really hoping that she's staying the night on Christmas Eve, and that way we can all wake up in the morning, have a little bit of, I can, open a gift maybe, and my brother, watch him open his gifts, watch them open their stockings, hand out the stockings like we used to, hand out the gifts like we used to. No, they're not having a tree. I wish they were. My brother is sick and tired of that are he's tired of picking up the pine needles that fall down from the pine tree, so we're not doing that anymore. Actually, Cyclone, I am not allowed to film at my dad's house. And even though my brother would love to be in videos, my dad doesn't want to be in videos. And I don't want to, put my stepmother on the spot to say, I don't want to put my stepmother on the spot to say, hey, do you want to be in videos? And I need to know right now. I don't want to put her on the spot like that. And also, we'd all be in our pajamas, and that's not something I want on YouTube. So, sorry. But I'll tell you guys all about it. I won't be able to, do a live about it, but I won't be able to do a live of it actually happening, but I will tell you guys all about it. So, I always send the Christmas morning with them, but I'll come home like in time for lunch. So, with that live will probably not be till the next day. So, yeah. My husband actually goes to work the day after Christmas, so I think, anyways. Last I knew, I think that's where he was planning on doing, so yeah. But I haven't told my stepmother yet, so I have to ask her what she's doing Christmas Eve. If she's staying the night with my dad, or if my dad's going over to her house. They might. I don't know if they even know yet. She might not know yet. Yeah, Cyclone, I don't post much on Instagram. I actually can't get on Instagram right now. Because um because my games and my husband's games on our phones take up a lot of internet. We don't really have that much internet right now on our phones, and Instagram is where I have my phone, and I don't really go on Instagram that much. Not I'm like never on there. Actually, I'm thinking of getting rid of my Instagram account because I'm never on there. I actually, oh, sorry guys, I don't know why I'm so tired. I'm actually on Facebook more. I'm like never on Instagram, Cyclone, so sorry about that. I'm like never on Instagram like ever. We got the weirdest curtain ever in the mail that my husband picked out. I had no say in it. It had a tiger, a bear, a rhino, and another tiger, and they all have champagne glasses in their hand, and they're like in a fancy place. It's really not even sure if you can see how weird that thing is. You see that, guys? I hate it. I really hate it. I really do. But how can I go back? Till spring, probably. It's like he didn't even like he just picked it out. He didn't even like ask my opinion if I liked it or not. Yeah, if I tell my husband about you, he will ban me from Facebook. Let me tell you guys a story that happened. So I had this really good friend. I think I told this story before, but I had this really good friend. He was in the Navy and he's right now out of the Navy. He is actually stationed in Guam right now with Marines Merchant something. And his name was Mike Sacco, and was a really good. We went to school together, same grade, and he joined the Navy right after high school. And I had been talking to him ever since he was in the Navy. Like, if something happened with the Navy, that I would hear on the like. I have a TV, but I don't have like television. I use the TV mainly for DVDs and VHSs and the Wii. And I was talking to Mike. His name is Mike Sacco. Everyone in school always called him Sacco. We always called him by his last name. It was just cooler. And so if something would happen with the Navy, um, yeah, Cyclone Wait, you'll hear how jealous my husband gets. And I would message him right away, and my mom was still alive, and she would be like, "What did he say?" I'm like, "Well, it's not instant, Mom. Give him a little time to respond." Because he was stationed in Florida, and something happened in Florida with one of the Navy things, and I was like freaking out. He's like, "No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine." But I was talking to him, like one day he messaged me. We had been talking, and then we kind of like stopped talking. And then one day out of the blue, he just like started messaging me on Facebook again. And Sacco was flirting with me. Now, my husband does not speak my love language. I have a book called The Five Love Languages. There's a test. And I took the test, and my love language is words of affirmation. My husband does not speak my love language, but Sacco did. Sacco didn't even know what my love language was, but he spoke it so well, and I called it harmless flirting. Like, I'm never going to see Sacco. One, he knows I live in Pennsylvania, but he does not know the name of the town. So, one, he knows I live in Pennsylvania, but he doesn't know what town I live in. Second of all, he's in Guam. That is an island. There is no way he's going to come to Pennsylvania because his baby mama lives in Florida. So there's no reason, other than to visit his parents, there's no reason for him to come to Pennsylvania. So I told my husband some of the things Sacco was saying, and my husband kind of freaked out and said, "I don't want you talking to this guy anymore." And I was like, "I can talk to whoever I want." And he was getting like really upset and like gave me the silent treatment, and I was just like, you know what? So I finally told Sacco what my husband said, and Sacco stopped talking to me. I had not talked to him in months, and it was really hard for me to accept that because here was this person I was talking to every day, and I had someone who was listening to me because my husband's at work. And a lot of my other friends have husbands and kids and don't have time. Husbands, kids, jobs, and don't have time. And he's like, "Oh, this guy is like flirting with you." I'm like, "At least he speaks my love language, and nothing's gonna happen. It's harmless flirting." So I guess he was concerned I'd cheat on him. I don't know. Cyclone, I'm gonna give you some advice. If your girlfriend is that way and she physically tries to fight you, that is a toxic relationship, and I suggest you get out. I know it'll be hard. I actually had to break off a friendship with one of my good friends from high school because she was toxic. So I would definitely try to get out of that relationship. That is what we call a toxic relationship. Cyclone, and anyone who's listening, I am going to tell you something. I know this video is getting kind of long. Cyclone is still, I would get out of that relationship. It's a toxic relationship. I get that she's all you got and you live in the hood, but I'm telling you, that is a toxic relationship. You need to get out. It's not going to end well. I am a counselor. I got ordained as a pastor, which means I am allowed to counsel people. So if you would like some biblical Christian counseling or even just regular counseling, I do both. I do 3 different kinds of counseling. I do regular counseling. I do biblical counseling. I also do Christian counseling. So if there's anything you guys want to talk about, we can do a FaceTime call. We can do a regular FaceTime call over phone. I do both. I don't really have any other kinds right now. I'm not sure if Instagram does FaceTime calls, or we can try to do that. I mean, if it works. So just let me know if that's something that you would be interested in. Like I said, it doesn't have to be biblical or Christian counseling. I do regular counseling. I do not try to put you on any kind of medication. I just, give you ideas to help you through things. Well, I think that's great, Cyclone, that you know for a fact you wouldn't cheat. But again, like I said, toxic. But I don't want to give you a counseling session right here. My counseling is free, by the way. But I gotta go for now. I will try to get the one video I have posted up today. But like I said, I have limited time of internet access. I only have a half hour left. So sorry guys, my husband is trying to push me into something and I don't really want to do, but I don't really have a choice. So I'll talk to you guys next week.